So we're going to go on and read this question, and I'm going to have you guys solve it on your own, okay? Because I modeled yesterday, and then today I'll see if y'all have any questions about it. And I'm going to show y'all the worksheet you're doing today, just so you completely understand what it's asking you, because it has some questions on there that I really haven't talked about a whole lot, so I just want to make sure y'all feel okay with it. Okay? Oh, got one more coming in. Okay. All right, friends. So we're going to go on and read our problem, okay? So Bianca has 36 baseball cards. She divided the cards equally among 3 different pages in an album. How many cards did she place on each page? Okay, so we know, because it doesn't say rows, okay, friends? But we know that in total there's 36 cards, and she's going to be splitting those amongst 3 pages, okay? So I want you to go on and solve that and see how many cards she put on each page, okay? And once you think you got it, you give me a thumbs up. Be looking and see who's giving me a thumbs up when they're ready. Okay, and remember, once you got it, give me a thumbs up so I know who's ready. Aston, you double checked it too? Fabulous. Danny's good. Fabulous. Bianca's good. Ariana's good. My friend's still working. I will give you about another minute or 2, okay? My friends who already finished, if you haven't already, make sure you go back and double check it, which means you go back through the whole problem again and make sure you didn't make any little mistakes, okay? I like how y'all are figuring out how to use the little thumbs up button. Alright, about 1 more minute for my 2 friends still working. Then we're gonna go over this one. Fabulous. Okay, friends, it looks like everyone's ready. So we're going to go on and go over this one. But I want someone to tell me, how many baseball cards do they put on each page? Does someone feel like they know for sure? Shaylee Beal?
12.
12. Does anyone agree with Shaylee? Just shake your head yes or no so I can see if we're on the same page or not. Are we all feeling too shy to be giving our answers away? Okay, here. I'm going to walk through this one for you guys, but I think y'all got it. I think we're just wanting to be sure. Okay, so I know that there's 3 different pages, so those are going to be my rows, okay? So I have my 1, 2, 3. Now I need to start counting and splitting these up by drawing my circles until I get to 36. And I make sure when I get to 36, I stop counting, okay? So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Whew, that was a lot. And I'm going to go on and split them like this just because it helps me see it better. If you have a hard time looking at it, I would split them up like that too. So now I'm going to go and look at one of my rows and see how many were on just one page. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we got 12 cards on each page. Did anyone get that answer as well? I know Shaylee did. Fabulous. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to share my screen real quick just so I can show y'all something. Miss Haley, are you still copying down, kiddo? Okay, I'll give you just a second. Okay? If you want to make sure you have all that copied down just in case you need it later for when you go do your work, be a good time to do so, but I think most of y'all have it. Miss Haley, I'm going to share my screen real quick, but then I'll put this back up here for you, okay? Okay, so I wanted to show y'all something on the worksheet today, just so I know you guys won't be confused when you see it. Oh, here, let me make sure I have that pulled up. Ooh, it's a little grainy and yucky, but we'll have to work with it. It'll be okay. Ooh, let me get out of that and share. Okay, give me a thumbs up if you can see that worksheet. Fabulous. Okay, so this one, I'm going to look at the first one and look at the second one just so I can go over those with you real quick, okay? So the one we just did, extremely similar to what you'll be seeing today, okay? So when you see it, it shouldn't be too much of a surprise. Okay, so this one is Josh has 42 baseball cards. He divided the baseball cards equally among 6 different pages in an album. So how many baseball cards did Josh place on each page? So now with question 1 on here, it's going to say, does the situation describe the number of groups or the number in each group? Okay, so whenever you see that question, it means, does it tell you how many rows there are? Or does it tell you how many baseball cards are going to be in each row, but you don't know how many rows there are yet? So with this first one, it tells you how many rows you're going to have in this case, or how many pages. Okay, so in this one, we would have 6 different pages for the album. Okay, so it's talking about the number of groups, because we don't know how many are going to be in each group yet, because you're going to be figuring that part out. And then the part under it, right here, you're just doing your work, okay? So just using, you don't actually have counters, but you're drawing your counters. So you'll, as best you can, if you print this out, do it the best you can to fit it right there. If not, I would just do it on notebook paper, friends, and then you put your answer right there, okay? And then same thing, whenever you get down to question 2, it's going to say, does the situation describe the number of groups or the number in each group, okay? So you remember, you got to tell me, okay, does it tell me how many groups I already have, or does it tell me how many of those things are going to be in my group? I just don't know how many groups yet, okay? And then same thing as I said yesterday, you don't need to worry about the communicating about mathematics part on this. I don't think y'all need to be worrying about that. Unless you want to do it, you can go ahead and do it, but I'm not going to give y'all extra work for that because it's not something we are going to be focusing on. Okay? So, whoop. Oh, okay. All right. So, do y'all have any questions about math? Y'all feel okay? Y'all look like y'all are okay? Y'all don't look like you have questions? Okay. And as for reading, I'm going to stand over here just so you guys, for Miss Haley, if you're still copying down, kiddo. Okay. For reading, overall, from the friends who I did have turned it in for feedback yesterday, most did pretty good. My only thing with the reading, okay, so the only thing with the reading is you got to make sure you're not telling me the main idea, okay? The main idea of a story is whenever you're telling me in like one sentence what the story is about. So like what happens. So in Tacky the Penguin, Tacky is acting silly when a bunch of robbers show up, but he ends up saving the day. That's the main idea of Tacky the Penguin, okay? But when we talked about yesterday with Tacky the Penguin is that the big topic that we're talking about was, or at least one of them, because remember, a story can have more than one big topic. The big topic we talked about yesterday with that was fitting in, okay? So that was our big topic. And then our evidence for that from the text was that even though Tacky didn't fit in, it ended up saving the day because he was so different from other penguins that the hunters, robbers, whoever, they didn't even recognize him as a penguin because of how he was acting. Okay? So you want to make sure you don't get those confused. You're not telling me what the story is about. That's not what you're doing. You're going to be telling me what the big topic is. So friendship, kindness, being respectful, things like that. Okay? It's usually a one-word response. Okay? And if you need help with that later, I can set up a Zoom to help you with your response today if you would like the help. So whenever you get to your book or whatever and you feel like you might be stuck, you can say, hey, Mom, Dad, Grandma, Grandpa, whoever, can I Zoom with Miss Piercy so she can help me come up with this response? And I will absolutely do it, okay? It's just up to y'all. Unless you feel like you're very confident and you got it, then fabulous, okay? But overall, I think that is it, okay? So if y'all don't have any questions, y'all are free to go. And if you need to Zoom with me later so we can work through your stuff, we can, absolutely. So just let me know, okay? All right. Bye, friends.